Olá a todos! Today I prepared a different type of video. A very useful video for those that are planning and living in Portugal or that are already in the country. I'm not sure you know, but when I lived in Portugal, I was an account executive in different advertising agencies and branding companies. Therefore, I have a special connection to brands. So today, I decided to make a video about some of the most relevant Portuguese ones. Brands you will find daily and that you might struggle with pronunciation. I want to make sure you will be saying the names of these brands the right way. We will also be learning associated vocabulary and practicing pronunciation on the way. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. E agora, vamos começar! From our list of Portuguese brands, let's start with the main grocery stores. Remember that in Portuguese, depending on the size of the grocery store, you have supermercados and hipermercados. As the name suggests, hipermercado is a bigger supermarket that sells a bigger variety of products, produtos, not only food, comida. The main hipermercado is called Continente, equivalent to a Target in the US, but the difference is that their business focuses more on the food. With a smaller size, we have the supermercados Pingo Doce, that stand for Sweet Drop. You will find these all over the country and in different neighborhoods in cities. Now let's talk about Portuguese drinks, bebidas portuguesas. Starting with beer, cerveja. There is a big rivalry between two brands in Portugal, Bock and Sagres. Notice how Bock, even though it's a brand written in English, it is pronounced the Portuguese way, Bock. I recommend you try both and decide which one is your favorite. You find Sagres and Bock also as draft beer, which we call Imperial in the center and south of the country, while in the north, we use the word fino for the glass. Moving to water, agua. The two big brands are Água de Luso, which is best known for its flat water, água sem gás, and Água das Pedras, the best sparkling water, água com gás, you will ever have, especially because the water comes out sparkling from the source. It is not added artificially. I love Água das Pedras and have a special connection to the brand since I worked on several advertising campaigns for this amazing Portuguese brand. Now, let's talk about milk, leite. Portugal is a big producer of milk, not only in the mainland, Continente, but also in the Açores. The most well-known brand is Mimosa. Funny if you think that here in the US, a drink made with orange juice and champagne has the same name. Mimosa is also well known for its yogurts in Portuguese. Other well-known milk brands are Gresso, and from the Açores you have Nova Açores and Terra Nostra. When buying milk, remember that in Portugal, most milk we drink is Wagati, which stands for ultra high temperature. So it is a way to prolong its conservation. Therefore, it does not need to be refrigerated until open. The Portuguese brand that you will find in the fridges, frigoríficos, is Vigo. So if you prefer fresh milk, this is the brand to look for. By the way, choosing milk in Portugal can be very confusing. They are divided in mainly three categories: leite gordo, which stands for whole milk, leite meio gordo, which stands for 2% milk, Leite magro, the equivalent to 0% milk. Organic milk, leite biológico, isn't a big thing in Portugal yet, but some brands from the Açores offer it. If you like chocolate milk, leite com chocolate, the brand to look for is Leite UCAL. When I go to Portugal, it's one of the first things my kids ask me to have. You will find these both at cafés and supermercados. You will be amazed by the variety of yogurts in Portugal. Actually, we are some of the top countries that consume most yogurt. Liquid yogurt, iogurte líquido, is very popular too. Now let's talk about juice, sumo. There are two big juice brands in Portugal. If you like all kinds of fruit juices, sumos de fruta, you need to try Compal. Still to this day, I haven't found a brand in the US with juice like Compal. Their flavors, Sewage, vary from the more traditional orange, laranja, to other less common ones like pêssego, peach, alperce, apricot, or pear, pera. If you want to try a Portuguese soda, Sumol is a hit, mainly with 3 flavors: laranja, ananas for pineapple, and maracujá, passion fruit. It's a fizzy fruit soda that is very easy to like. I grew up with these brands very closely since my parents had a cafe in Caldas da Rainha and we sold many of these, which reminds me of one more brand, Cafés Delta. You can find Café Delta both at cafes and markets. Ground coffee is café moído, while whole beans, café em grão. This is not a sponsored video. I just thought that knowing these brands is also a fun way to learn new vocabulary and to support Portuguese businesses. I'll leave the links to these companies in the description below. Have you tried these brands? Share with me in the comments. Até para a semana!